brought to the absolute bargain basement bottom. But see, the thing is what the reward at the end is going to be the greatest, man. You can grab Revelation.
I can't really agree with the Bible.
Two.
It's not that.
Well, actually, you don't get the Psalms 2.
I do. I can agree with
But it's,
that.
yeah, but it's like I was saying, it's a thing where it's with this is a thing where it's like Yahushua is the one who's given us that capability. Because even what it's it's a thing of what do you call it? Without by ourselves, we're incapable, man. Like the brother's going into. With it's require the mediator to make it happen.
So Psalms 2 from the top. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed saints.
Yeah, this the thing is as well, is like what we're dealing with is an opposition on a worldwide scale, man. All the other nations are basically come. This is a war we got, unless Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is with us, we ain't got no hope, man. What the hell are you gonna do?
Well, you brought it out in Psalms 82, 83, I believe you called it. I know you called it Psalms 82, innit? But even in Psalms 83, it tells you they're confederate against us, man. So they have an alliance and one mind and one consent to keep us down as a people, man. So without the Lord intervening, we're through, man. We have no hope without the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because ultimately the Heavenly Father is going to turn all our enemies against themselves. And we right now, we don't have a standing carnal army. All right, it's all in the Spirit. We have a spiritual army, man.
Psalms out.
Here you go.
It says, let us break their bands asunder and cast their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Let's talk about
Them sore words, man.
So
The rough words, like rough words. The Lord Scripture speaks about rough words, man. That means the destruction's coming, man.
says, yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. And it says, yet I have set my king upon mine holy hill of Zion. I would declare the decree. The Lord has said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yeah, so this is what we're receiving, and it's ask of me. So that means that basically if we're going to ask that of the Lord, there's going to be requirements that come with that. This is something that Jake has speaks about. Requirements, capability, having to perform, hold up a certain standard, man. Jake don't like holding standards, man. Jake like having it their own way. But it's a thing where, hey, the Lord's going to require that you hold a standard to receive that. And that's why it's like, this is why it's the cycle, man. Because it started at the beginning with Adam. He gave the example of a failure that we all follow. But then Yahushua came at the end, gave the example of how to succeed. And then that's what we're following after. Through succeeding, that success, it spreads to everyone else.
Hey bro, that's why the scripture says the Lord has given us that victory, because it started off with failure, but through Yahushua, now we're going to get that victory, which is really over sin.
Yeah, the Lord conquered death, so we don't, He's won the fight for us, man.
We're in the passenger seat, mate. Yeah. We're riding shotgun.
PvP, Oh no, is it MVP? Most valuable player, man.
Look at this.
Oh,
It's funny.
start.
He said conquer death. The wages of sin is death.
That's right.
That's spit. You see what that guy did there?
This
Is that this?
It's gonna be real safe, man. When I see you in the
stuck
newspaper,
out.
just in the wheel of a fat bus. Sick, man. It's gonna be hella worth it.
Man, that just shows you that, you know, these nations don't respect us, man. But they will be put in order. How are you gonna not know, man? And we just ride past, brothers are holding books. Man is just gonna ride past. That's just a lack of respect for Jake.
Well, that's why I said we're gonna respect the Lord first, then respect us out through that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the spirit's no over here. You know what I mean? It's just Satan doing what he's doing, man. Because they give no regard to this word, man. So they're gonna be judged according to what, you know, guys doing things like that, man. You know?
You going to keep going in Psalms?
What got you?
I was in 9.
Oh, you gone?
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them into pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, so that's why, you know, violence is essential, key part of this. This is the thing, and that's the balance, man. Because the thing is like Esau's somehow trying to, you know, whilst the so-called white man's going around blowing up every Tom, Dick and Harry, he's trying to make it as thing like, oh, you know, peace, love. No, it's destruction is being spread. And the so-called white man is the harbinger of that destruction. But it's gonna be flipped on its head. And that's why, it's balance. It's bringing balance to the earth. If you think about the planet Earth, it's like, why the fuck is the summer so hot? Yeah, this planet's all out of whack. It's fucking 38 degrees in England. Yeah. Nigga, this is in England. Like, you know, everything it says, and it expressly says, you know, they shall destroy them that destroy the earth. In the scriptures, it's expressly mentioned, man. Because this whole world, since that industrial revolution, pollution, destruction, that's what's been spread. So it must needs be to balance out pollution and destruction upon the enemies of the Most High. You got reason? Oh, you got Verse 6.
16, South Africa.
Right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 7. And the Lord, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee.
Yeah, the Lord's gonna flip. The curses are gonna get flipped, man. Like a pancake. When you're cooking a pancake, one side's completely browned off, the other side's still got that fluffy, uncooked white texture. That's Esau right now. That's his kingdom. Really, Esau's kingdom. How's it been smashed? In England, they said what, the Blitz. You know, Germany got sacked, Berlin got sacked and split in half. You know, few places have been touched, but that mass destruction has not been had. You go back to ancient kingdoms, man, them motherfuckers got absolutely sacked, man. Rome got sacked. Niggas came up in Rome, had to drop their nutsack in the, you know, the senators would please grab the senator's wife, them ghouls would have just dropped some nutsack in her mouth, man. And that's, Rome was done. Ransacked, man.
Look at the man are pleading austerity and shit.
Yeah.
Got an
Right. Shit. Like you go in, it's described in the scriptures, when, what's his name, okay, you know us, yeah? It's described in the scriptures, when, what's his name? When, thingy to me, Cyrus? Was it Cyrus that sacked, Babylon? No, was it Cyrus? Who sacked Babylon?
Cyrus or Darius?
No, Darius. Darius the mean, yeah. Darius, who sacked Babylon, I believe so.
Let me double check.
I could check, man. It's actually just in Daniel, like what? 5? No, check. But you know, my man came through. He got smashed, man. Oh, it was Cyrus. Oh no, wait. It was Darius.
Yeah, it says Cyrus. Yeah, Cyrus.
It was Cyrus, okay. Oh wait, no, it was was Darius. Darius the Mede took it, yeah. Oh no, double check. I have to read through. But you know, it's the site. It got ransacked, man. Them man were in there with the what are they called, man? The whole. They took all the goodly pleasant things they took from the temple. Man were jamming wine out of that. Then the Lord had them get smashed, man. The invader came in and smashed. And that's how the Lord's got it. Now the Lord's just amped up. You've seen Independence Day ID4. Like now it's going to be the planet has been given over to Esau. The entire world. So now the world's going to be invaded. It's just, you know, the scale's gone up, man. It's a cinematic experience of a lifetime. That's how the Lord's doing it. He's amped up, he's built the stakes. And now it's going to be Yahushua returning, smashing the whole earth, man. Everyone's going to come against him and get absolutely annihilated. That's, you know, if that's not a build-up, because you go back, you watch some of the documentaries when they dramatize it, and they have all the guys in armor coming in, taking over Rome. That shit looks epic. But then you're gonna see it in real life, in living colors. Fuck, you know, all these planes, all these different weapon systems, secret weapons that didn't even know existed, all being utilized. And Yahushua's just gonna come and dust it. Like what? Oh, the secret Indian Air Force boat. Smash.
This is Revelations 19 and 11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
You know what? No Caesar, man. You know, say white horse, white man. Man are thinking of Gandalf.
Gandalf the white.
Gandalf the white.
Come on, bro.
Ian McKellen. That guy's a raging homo, man. Ian McKellen. So that's you know, ain't gonna have no Gandalf the White coming in. It's gonna be Yahushua coming in power. And the thing is it's what matters, the power. Because even, you know, I'll give it to Gandalf. Gandalf came in, he smashed. He did smash the armies. He saved Rohan, you know. He saved the world of men. Fucking Lord, I ain't watched Lord of the Rings in a while still. But hey, Yahushua is gonna come. It's gonna come in power. It's gonna be a rout. You know, a rout. When, you know, the war's going on, but they're going to get smashed so hard, all they can do is flee. But they ain't even going to flee, they're going to die.
It says, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Judge and make war. So war can be made righteously. The thing is, Esau just does unrighteous wars, man. You can have some kids just playing on a beach in Palestine, and they're just like, no, we need a house. What's the bank? Kill! And then start blowing them up, man. One kid throws a rock at a border guard. Then they just airstrike the whole fucking, the whole strip. Just get airstrike. How's that a righteous war?
Yeah, like
just bare teachers and fucking
students
and fucking doctors just there, just done. And they say, civilian, casualties. They become casualties. They stop being human beings.
Well, you got the Esau with the war crimes right now, with the volunteers that want to go and pick up the dead bodies and heal the sick and so forth, man, like ambulance and aid.
Or Doctors Without Borders, that kind of shit.
Yeah, basically. And what's happening is you're finding that these people on a mission, allies or whatever, flying over, and they're considering the people that are going to give aid to the dead, and the vulnerable. They're basically airstriking them, man. They're airstriking them.
Collateral damage.
And they're considering them as terrorists, when actually they were sent, a judgment was set, so they go and perform a particular judgment. But then on the way back, we just see some stragglers. Just to practice war crimes.
It's like Iraq, man, where you had them dodgy ass soldiers who just going in, making the dad give him head and shit, all that. I remember there was the one where it was American soldiers They went up in the family's house, made the dad give him a head or some fucked up shit, man.
Oh shit.
But it's like, I think it was military calls, so details don't really get out. But, you know, a few things get leaked. But these guys, that's how Esau, when Esau makes war, it's unrighteous. When Yahushua makes that war, it's going to be righteous, man. That righteous fire, because it's a recompense. What does it say in the scripture? It says it's a righteous thing to recompense them that trouble you. Esau's, you know, where's the recompense for slavery? Come? Even no recompense for slavery, man. But then when the recompense comes, like, no, gonna have to fight. No, well, good luck. All I say is good luck. Godspeed, as they say. Godspeed into that flames, man.
Verse 12, it says, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
God. I was like, the mystical name of the Neverrealm, man. As some people like to say. Now you can continue on that. Oh wait, I think there's more on that.
Verse 13, and it says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations.
And the nation's gonna be smitten. That's, you know, ain't just gonna be like, you know, just like, well, the thing is Esau, that's why he uses Hollywood as that propaganda machine. Because all these, you know, world-ending, very few times will have world-ending states where the guys who are invading succeed. Every once in a while, but majority of them, it's like the American military bands together and the last few scragglers, and they go and they take out those fucking alien scum. Or the monkeys, man. The apes. Planet of the Apes, I think, actually, well, it ends in their victory. Well, it's our post-victory. It's just, really just Esau in his captivity, and it's documented. But you know, Esau likes it. He's trying to push out the vibration of he's gonna win, and he's like, you know, he's coming from the angle of righteousness, but it ain't true. You know, what righteousness has been done in this kingdom? Is there any righteousness to be found? I don't believe so.
Continue on, and it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
Yeah, the winepress is gonna be trodden, man. And the thing is when you're dealing with, you know, the winepress of the Most High, what's it say about, you know, that judgment, that wine, that cup? When you got to drink from it, drinking from that cup is a terror. And you got to sip the dregs, man. You get down to the bottom of the wine, you got them thick, pulpy, the strong, potent contents. That's what's the concentrated destruction. That's what's going to be felt. And it's going to be spread real slow, man. Time's going to slow down. You're gonna be sitting, you're gonna be chatting for like 13 hours. Then you look out over the foot, you're like, oh man, it's only been 5 minutes. These slaves, we see this guy got whipped 1,700 times. Like, how much time passed? Oh, it's only 2.5 minutes. Hey, it's gonna be hell. Because that's the level of judgment that's coming. Because it's equivalent to what Esau's done. The thing is that Esau's out here destroying the earth, the people, the minds, the animals. What has he saved, man? God, is anything being helped or aided in any way? I don't believe it exists. That's why these people are going mad about save the planet. It's gonna die, because the planet will die, man. You leave Esau alone to his own devices, we're all just gonna be dead. Turn into a tree, man. Every man just gonna be like, oh, crying leaves and shit.
And it says, and he have on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Yeah, and Esau, that's what he thinks he gonna be. But alas, it's not. It will not be so. Go on, grab yours.
Psalm 75 and verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red, is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Yeah, that's them dregs. It's gonna be savage. That taste of Yahweh Shem Yahshua's destruction. That's gonna be savage. And the thing is as well is Jake's gonna touch on it. All the nations are gonna touch on it. It's gonna be epic. Hey, you know, he's so invited on himself. So yeah, we'll close up on that, man. Shalom. Shalom.